If you wanna talk, don't email. You better click, 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 click. You gotta search these guys. It's Gus, Jeff, and Bernie from Rooster Teeth. And maybe Joel and Matt, but they're not quite as important, so please enjoy the Drunk Tank Podcast.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
I like the way he worked in Vic's song.
Oh, good, you recognize it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the big reason I decided to use it.
That's
a little homage to Vic's song.
That's pretty funny.
That is Vic's answering machine message.
From season 3?
Season 5, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that kid's name, Gus?
That's Cassels, C-A-S-S-3-L-L-S.
Nice. It's a shame that his parents gave him a name with a 3 in it. That's kind of weird, but
It fucks up the school system whenever they have to enter his name into the
I bet he has trouble with Scantrons.
Yeah.
I bet Cassell 3 Senior is really proud of his son. But that was actually your wife Griffin played one of her first roles in that part.
Oh, that was the
She was the voicemail operator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't her first part? She was the radio in the Warthog in season 3, wasn't she?
She was the distress signal.
Distress
Yeah,
signal.
that distress signal. That's
Distress.
Oh man, there's so much distress.
So much distress.
I'm like laughing at your own jokes first thing in the morning. So Jack and I had a conversation last night.
We did?
We did. And what is the name of the early American accent? I shouldn't say early American. Early this century, like 1920, 1930s. You know that accent that people use?
Yeah, like James
Getting
Cagney.
the Reds out of Hollywood.
See? Like that kind of thing?
Yeah, like they'd always do it on sportscasting too.
Yeah, it's all like very affected.
Yeah.
Effected, whatever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you today from the Zeppelin races.
Yeah.
That thing. What is that? And when did that go away?
Oh, God, I don't know.
One of the guys.
Maybe didn't we lose that in World War II? The Germans bombed that.
The Accent Factory.
That was part of the treaty. You guys gotta stop talking like idiots.
We lost that in that shitty way people used to sing too, where it was like, "Oh, am I and you and you." It's fucking terrible.
I love that song.
That was the best singing you've ever done.
Thanks.
I'm sure that'll be in an intro, 6 months from now.
There's you sing in season 3 of Red vs. Blue. You sing you're in prison, Griff is, and you sing How Dry I Am.
Yeah,
I can't sing it as badly as you sing it.
it's a special talent.
We recorded that. We all fucking lost it laughing.
Yeah.
It was so awful.
I know. Do you have any background at all singing?
I'm tone deaf,
I'm tone deaf too.
and I have had multiple instances where people have tried to get me to understand music and like the difference in whatever.
Weren't you a roadie for like 2-3 years?
Yeah, I was. You don't have to.
You don't have to know music.
You don't have to know music to sell T-shirts, buddy.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to know architecture to be a construction worker.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've proven consistently that none of us have any music talent. We farmed out all the music for Red vs. Blue. I farm out all the theme songs for the podcast.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that.
But it's true. Like you will be talking about music, or you'll be singing something. And Matt's a musical guy.
That's true.
He plays a number of different instruments. And he'll say things to me like, that's in the wrong key. And I say, I don't know what that means. And he goes, well, you're singing it in, I'm just going to make up here. You're singing in F. It's supposed to be in G. And I go, what is F and G? What does that mean?
I can go one up. I can, on that, I can sit in front of a piano with like Gus's mom or like Griffin and Martha or whoever. And they're like, okay, we're going to explain keys to you. And they hit a key and they go, did you hear that? And I go, yeah, of course. And they go, and they hit another key and they go, did you hear that? And I go, yeah. You hit the same key. And they're like, no! It was totally different. How can you not tell the difference? I just can't.
I can tell the difference between those two things when they do it like that. But then if I walk out of the room and I walk back in and they hit the one, they go, "What? Which one was that?" I go, "I have no idea. They're all the same."
You hit the white one.
You hit the white one, exactly. And then I play chopsticks and heart and soul. I think I could have been one of those musicians by memorization. Because did you ever have a guitar or anything like that growing up?
I had a recorder. Like in the 3rd grade. That's the only musical instrument I think I've ever owned.
Do they call them recorders so that people don't have to call them flutes? Is that why?
I don't know.
Like you're playing like a little pan flute or whatever that is?
I even tried out for choir in the 5th grade because my friends tried out for choir and I did not make it. I must have been
5th grade?
I don't know if I made it through like one line before they were like, it's okay, go back to class. Never mind. This is not for you.
What wild pack of buddies did you run with? Hey, we're all going to go try out for choir.
Dude, you got out of class. You never take social studies.
My senior year in high school, I was in this thing where I got out of all my classes for half the day I got to leave after second period and come back for sixth period, which was the last period of the day. Mm-hmm. That was probably the smartest thing I ever did in my whole life.
Think so?
How'd you manage that?
I was in something called HOSA, which was the Health Occupation Students of America. This is back when I was going to be a doctor. And I got to do clinical rotations at a hospital, Southwest Memorial Hospital in Houston. So I got to throw on a lab coat and go there for 3 hours a day. I loved it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
My senior year, I did this like work release thing where I went to school till like 11:30, and then I got to go to my job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stamping license plates or something?
No, I was a tool repairman.
Oh, yeah.
In a machine shop?
Yeah.
See, I also, my senior year in high school, didn't go to half my classes, but that's just because I didn't want to go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just decided not to
Decided
go?
not to.
Do you know I never skipped a class, ever? I never did that.
Really? Not even on senior skip day or anything?
Nope. I skipped school, like a whole day of school, but I never skipped a class. I didn't know what I would do. Just wander around the school for an hour?
You would not be in that class. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, Frank and I used to, be neighbors. Frank, of course, is one of the Yakuza in the immersion video. And we would walk over to school every day. And I never used to skip school either. But then when, senior year hit, for some reason, I never went to class. And I remember we walked up, English was our first class in the morning, and we were walking up to it, and I looked in the window, and the English teacher was, trying to explain something. She had drawn, a circle and a triangle on the board. And I was like, fuck that, I'm not going. I just, turned around and went back home.
Was that English or ESL?
It was English.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't in, honors ESL?
I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
AP,
come on.
AP ESL.
Yeah.
Did anyone in your family formally speak Spanish?
Yeah. Both my parents.
They're from Mexico, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They formally speak Spanish.
And so English was their second language?
Yes.
When you were growing up, did they primarily speak to you in Spanish?
Yes, but then they switched when I was 6 years old.
Really?
Because they realized that if they didn't teach me English, I was never going to learn it. I would never be totally fluent with it. So they realized that they were making a mistake by teaching me Spanish, so they switched me to English.
And conversely, because of that, your sister doesn't speak Spanish at all.
Right, and then because of that, my sister, who was born 4 years later, doesn't speak any Spanish.
It's interesting.
And you speak a lot of Spanish.
I can understand.
Right.
And then I could very awkwardly put together a sentence.
Right.
Are you nervous about driving through Arizona now?
I'm not going. Fuck. I guess I can't go to Arizona anymore, right?
What is up with that?
That's freaking crazy, man.
It seems weird. I guess they passed a law where, I guess at any time police can ask anybody for proof of citizenship or immigration status. I guess is how the way they word it. Mm-hmm. But it boils down to they can ask any Mexican anytime.
Yeah.
Whether they are in the country legally.
I think you're Norwegian.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure people from other countries are going to really sweat that one.
Yeah.
Watch out, Obama.
The Arizona Irish population is really nervous right now.
Just tell them you're born in Hawaii. I hear that word.
I don't have to show you a birth certificate.
I was born in Hawaii. We don't have that there. It's island culture.
Have a lay.
So is that what is the deal? Is that all done? Or
no, I don't think so.
people-
I mean, there are still wackos out there that are still bitch about it, but yeah, I think it's over. I don't think we're ever going to have an issue where.
Well, that one military guy just got court-martialed, or what happened?
He went to jail.
Yeah, he went to jail.
The fucking colonel.
Colonel for what?
Refused to show up for work because the commander-in-chief wasn't a U.S. citizen. Therefore, he wasn't required to obey the laws.
He's a colonel?
He was a colonel.
How long does it take, Jeff, to become a colonel?
It takes a long fucking time. It takes. Well, you have to at least get a college degree or go through a military school like West Point. So you put 4 years into that, then you come out as a second lieutenant. Then you've got to probably get 2 years to first lieutenant, 2 to 3 years to captain, probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 years to lieutenant colonel, and then another 4 or 5 to colonel. So maybe 15 years.
No,
20,
what you just said was probably 18 to 20 years.
18 to 20 years.
You include the school, too.
Yeah.
Wow. And so an enlisted dude can
You can do it a little faster, but
an enlisted dude could never get up to colonel or general?
no, you can't. Enlisted, well, you could go to, you could do green to gold, which is a program where enlisted men they're not enlisted. They're, you're called non-commissioned. But, yeah, you could then go to college through this program, and they'll send you officer candidate school, and you can do it that way. But you still have to then go through and do 4 years of school.
So you can't just be a badass?
So that's what NCO means.
Non-commissioned officer.
Non-commissioned officer. And that's just people who enlist.
Yeah.
Okay, I never understood what that meant.
Yeah.
I feel like I learned something today.
There you go.
What about that Goliath on the battlefield, Audie Murphy?
Audie Murphy was a fucking psycho.
How many dudes did Audie Murphy kill?
He killed a lot. You know, there's an Audie Murphy museum in Killeen, just north of here.
He also
I've been to it.
Killeen. Wow.
At Fort Hood. It's on the base.
He also blew up like tanks, right? Like single-handedly, like with nothing.
He's one of those dudes that I always thought Audie Murphy and guys like that are like celebrated war heroes were probably serial killers that just got drafted.
They just got lucky.
Yeah, he got super lucky. So
it reminds me of those stories about Douglas MacArthur, where I guess early in his career he wanted to catch Pancho Villa.
Oh God, dude!
So he got on one of those like railroad handcarts, like you see in the cartoons that you like pump up and down to go. He got on a handcart with a revolver and went into Mexico and killed like 30 people with a revolver.
He did. He would have to fight his way into town and then fight his way out of town. He got shot like 2 times on that trip. He
on
was
a fucking handcart.
But now the guys to that is that he was actually investigating. It was really to catch Pancho Villa, but what it was supposed to be was that he was investigating the Mexican like rail system for the feasibility of invading Mexico and using rail for using trains essentially to move supplies around. Mm-hmm. That was what he was officially there for.
Dateline Mexico. Pack it up, Pancho Villa. Blackjack Pershing's on the scene.
You're really good at that, Bernie.
Yeah.
That's fun.
His second career.
Yeah, back in time. Go back and do voice announcing for dirigible races.
Hey, so when does the Reach beta start? That's May 3rd,
May
right?
3rd. I think Friends and Family starts Thursday.
Is May 3rd next week? When is that?
It's next Monday.
That's Monday.
Yep. It's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernie, I'm going to be sick next week.
I know. Productivity, right? Is about to take a nosedive.
Have they said how long the beta's going to last?
No, just until they get the data that they need.
How long did the Halo 3 beta last?
I think it lasted almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was
It'd
about
be great.
3
It was
weeks.
like, oh, we got the data after 2 days. Thanks. Shut it down.
You guys were super helpful. Appreciate it.
But it'll be like the original Xbox Live shutting off. People would stay in their game.
Yeah.
Won't ever stop.
I think there's still people going.
Yeah,
right?
I think there's like 13 people left. There was an article today on Kotaku about it.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how long they can keep that up.
I wonder what the final kill count's going to be.
That's a good question.
What kind of game are they playing? Does anyone know?
I don't
Are they
have
all
any
in one
idea.
game?
It's got to be
or are there-
Rumble Pit.
Or are there multiple games going on?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're like the guys we talked about who live on an island in Japan and don't know the war is over. And they're still just fighting away.
That was the Philippines, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was the Philippines.
But it was a Japanese soldier.
Japanese soldier,
He
yeah.
was eating pigs, right?
He never left his post, right?
Wow.
Because he was never officially
Yeah,
relieved.
I guess it was. Yeah. It's a crazy story.
I think we talked about it in the podcast.
Because the
Yeah,
Emperor
we
of
did.
Japan wasn't a natural-born citizen of Japan. He was doing his own little protest. He was having some little green tea party over there or something. Is that racist? Did I just say something racist by saying green tea?
Gus looks very uncomfortable right
I
now.
don't think so. Did you all hear that? I guess the film company that owns the rights to that Hitler movie started taking them down from YouTube.
Yeah, Downfall.
All those Hitler meme remixes.
Somebody immediately made one that was Hitler learns his movies are being taken down and then posted that up.
Did you read their
fucking
reason
funny.
for doing it though?
No, what was their reason?
They're just the distributor, but the actual, I guess the guys that made the movie made the request.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
really? See, I heard the director and the actor both loved it, and they thought it was great.
I don't know. I heard that they took it down. They didn't want to take it down, but there was a request from some people involved in the film to take it down because supposedly because they started somebody a couple months ago made a really anti-Semitic one.
Yeah, I heard
and
about
that was
that one.
super offensive, and so that was what it was. Really, was the anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semite
parody
had
they
to
made.
ruin it for everybody else.
I know, those anti-Semites.
No, I think whoever made the first Hitler meme video ruined it for everyone. I was
No,
after
that's
the first,
funny.
The second one, I guess.
Yeah.
That got so fucking overused.
Well, that's the thing, too, is that at first it's funny when you see it, and then the internet really doesn't know when to stop. Isn't that the definition of a meme, is just everyone saying the same joke over and over again? And what makes it funny is that you literally already know the joke. That's what a meme is.
Yeah.
That couldn't exist anywhere but the internet.
Yeah.
Right?
And the best way to kill a meme is put it on TV. Like when Rick Astley sang whatever, "Never Gonna Give You Up" at the, what was it, Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Macy's
right.
Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yes. What are you going to say?
Rick Astley came out and he rickrolled the audience.
I thought that was funny.
Really?
As I
thought
recall,
that killed it. That ended it.
Jack thought that was the funniest thing he'd ever seen in his life at the time. He came in the next day, or the next work day we had, and was talking about how great that was.
He was on like the float for Foster's Imaginary Friends or whatever.
Yeah, it was
right?
something like that.
In fact, Jack, isn't that when we first started having the discussion of like, there's nothing that's too much for Jack? Jack,
Oh yeah.
if it references
really?
something that Jack likes, Jack loves it.
Well, you guys have changed me.
And now you think that was too much.
Yeah, well, it killed the meme.
Good. Maybe the meme needed to
Look at
die.
that. We're slowly rotting Jack from the inside.
I hate everything now.
He's gonna become like us.
Look who's getting some discriminating taste. I love it. Well, Jack and I did something last night.
Oh,
We're not going to talk about that.
Hold on, is this podcast material?
No, yeah, it is.
Please.
This is After Hours podcast. We went to the submarine races. Jack and I did something last night that was a total. You'd like to think that you're not a starry-eyed fanboy, but we went to something last night that was so cool. I had such a great time. We went to go see the Iron Man 2 premiere here in Austin.
It was
premiere.
World fan premiere. They had shown it to like exhibitors and the Hollywood premiere, but this is the first time fans had seen it.
And Nathan Fillion,
Yeah.
according to Twitter.
He was there too, right?
No. But they were going to have it in London, but because of the volcano, thank you, volcano, they had to move it to Austin.
No, you've got that a little wrong. The world premiere was going to be in London.
Yes.
And then the volcano hit, so they had the world premiere in Hollywood. The fan premiere was always going to happen in Austin. But
Dateline Mount Fuji. Jeff's already,
Yeah, here we go. Here's how a meme
You
starts.
already killed it.
It's over.
Jeff's already had it. Jeff shot me a look.
Tell the fucking story.
All right, I'll go back. But so we went to this thing, and we went to the Alamo Draft House here in town, which we've talked about, I think, a billion times before.
so awesome.
And it was very, very cool because we knew we were getting to see it before anybody else, and they sent along a tape message, Jon Favreau and Robert Downey Jr. did. And they actually put it online. Have you seen it online?
Yeah. I retweeted it.
Oh, right. Late last night. But they came on the screen, and it was them sitting on a couch, and they just want to thank everybody for coming out to the movie. And Robert Downey Jr. was doing that kind of that same bit that he did when he won, was it a Golden Globe?
Something like that.
Where he's like, I'm too good for this. I'm better than this, all this. It was really funny. And they were thanking, like, Ain't It Cool News for holding screening and all that.
And he's like, why are you pandering to the nerds? We've got them already.
Yeah, they're going to go see the movie. Why are we doing this? We don't need to be there. It's insignificant. And, Favreau's playing the bit where he's like, no, this is good. I'm so sick of hearing about the Dark Knight and how it's dark and gritty, from these people. And he goes, and Robert Downey Jr. says, well, if you want to be there so bad, why don't you just go? And Jon Favreau goes, okay, maybe I will. And he stands up on the couch on screen and walks out on stage. Like, literally, like, from backstage.
Yeah. He leaves frame, shows up.
And while he's out there talking, Robert Downey Jr. is still up on the screen going, I'm just keeping it real, And they're trying to do like a played bit back and forth, taped. But then Robert Downey Jr. stands up on screen and also comes out on stage.
That's pretty fucking cool.
It was really, really cool.
It was pretty damn cool. I mean, it was really, really cool.
Do you think they were in awe being on the same stage that we were just on a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, they talked about it a little bit.
Jon
You can
Favreau
tell.
does that a lot because you and I saw the world premiere for Made here, and
The
Jon
Alamo.
Favreau and Vince Vaughn weren't going to be able to make it, and then they showed up at the last minute.
Wait, so you were made too?
Yeah, we were.
I was there.
I was
Oh, yeah?
So,
Yeah.
so was I.
Really?
Oh, there you go. Everybody in this room.
Small world.
That was years and years ago, and we didn't know Jack then, but he was in that room.
God, that was like 2000 maybe. That was like
Yeah,
a
it
decade
was a long
ago.
time ago. But something else cool. I mean, obviously you saw Iron Man 2, and you probably can't talk about it, but I bet it was cool. But something else cool you got to see at that event.
You talking about our thing?
Can I not talk about anything?
Oh, no, okay. You confused the shit out of me. When you said that, my brain went straight to Scarlett Johansson. Straight to Scarlett
Oh,
Johansson.
there's one shot in the movie of Scarlett Johansson and Gwyneth Paltrow side by side. I'll just leave it at that. It's amazing.
Okay.
You'll like
Thanks.
it. You'll appreciate the shot when you see it.
I bet you were super creepy during that shot.
I was. I started touching Bernie.
He crossed his legs a bunch. Yeah, but we actually, because we work with the Alamo so much, Alamo shows this pre-roll. What would you call it, Jeff? That they do?
About 30 to 45 minutes before a movie starts, like as soon as they open up the theater so people can come start sitting down, they just show like weird interstitial stuff. Like, for instance, before Iron Man, they might show a bunch of like 70s cartoons of Iron Man.
Yep.
Or they might show some weird Japanese video where a dude's dressed up as Iron Man running around Tokyo.
That you've never
like,
seen before.
Yeah, all just kinds of weird stuff. I don't know where they collect it, but they have these like vast archives of wacky shit that nobody's ever seen before.
There's a company called Something Weird Video. They do a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
You can get that online.
And so the other thing that they do is they do these really funny don't talk during the movie, turn off your cell phone videos that are specifically made for the Alamo.
Yeah, and they have like a lot of big stars do them too.
Yeah,
They're
one of them,
pretty funny.
the best one is the one with Governor Ann Richards.
That was a pretty good one.
Who's this fiery old lady.
Yeah, I think we linked up it before. Actually, we've talked about that one before for some reason.
Oh, really?
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, she shows up at the theater and beats the shit out of a guy who's talking in the movie. and throws him out. And it says, don't talk to the movie or Ann Richards will take your ass out. It's so great.
There's an Arlie Ermy one where he says, you don't know, I might be in the back of the theater waiting for you to talk. I'm going to come kick your ass.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
He's the staff sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
The best one they've ever done, though, not to keep going with this, but the one where Abe Lincoln is talking in the theater.
that was
He's being obnoxiously loud.
That was The Whitest Kids You Know.
Was that really?
Yeah.
That was fucking funny.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
So people contribute stuff all the time. Like there's a Homestar one as well. And so we've done some in the past, so we made a new one for this, was specifically for Iron Man, where they dress up Sarge like Iron Man, they paint him red and yellow, and then try to convince him to jump off the cliff. And so
Convince him he can fly.
It's just a pretty short video. It's like a minute 30. We got into the screening. We knew we were going, so we thought, hey, let's talk to Tim and make a video. And I think we pulled everything together in, 7 hours
Something
total?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was super fast. It was fun to just kind of like throw it together and be able to project it in a theater. And that was fun. So they showed that right before they showed the Jon Favreau,
Faden premiere.
Robert Downey Jr. video. So that was good company to be in.
Yeah, it was cool.
So you guys saw the movie. Did you like it? Was it good? Was it awesome?
I enjoyed it a lot. The more I digest it, the more I think the first movie is better, just because of the initial punch of like, oh my god, this movie's so great. The second one is just a lot of the same stuff from the first one that you enjoyed. There's a lot more of it. There's a lot funnier too. There's a lot more comedy to it.
Dude, I thought the movie was intense. It was so fast and furious the entire time. Like it starts crazy, and it just like the entire time it's just going and it's nuts.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of science, a lot of sci-fi in this movie too.
There is,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
like, a lot more like developing stuff. It was neat. I liked it.
Like the stuff, like if you like this, especially if you like the stuff that Tony Stark does in his like kind of his basement lab in his house.
Yeah.
If you like that stuff continues to this movie.
Oh, that's great.
And they have that, and they have like the different suits and everything still.
Is there a lot of like cameo-esque like fan service stuff in there?
There's a lot of stuff. Apparently, there's a lot of like just under the surface stuff. Like you can easily miss it. Mm-hmm. And like someone pointed out, there was something on a screen towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like in the timeline, it's Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and then the Incredible Hulk movie, the Edward Norton one. That takes place after Iron Man 2.
So that Ed Norton Incredible Hulk movie is canon?
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely got the feeling that Marvel is constructing something larger, and there are smaller pieces involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those smaller pieces happen to be huge blockbuster movies.
Right.
Yeah.
They happen to be $300 million movies.
But at towards the end of the movie, you can see something that mentions something about the Hulk and stuff like that, and like there's little tidbits kind of thrown in throughout the movie.
Is Stan Lee
by the
in
way,
the movie?
Stan Lee is in the movie.
Okay.
I missed that, so you'll have to tell me later. I missed that, maybe because I wasn't looking for it, or maybe I was in the bathroom when that happened. But I want to be clear: Jack's not really giving anything away by saying that.
No.
So if you're cringing,
I'm very anti-spoiler.
Yeah, you would not see this. You would have to be looking for this to see it. Like if you didn't know, in the first Iron Man movie, apparently Captain America's shield is sitting in Tony Stark's lab.
Yeah, I had to go back and rewatch it to see that.
Yeah, so did I.
I missed it the first 4 times I saw the movie.
What Jack's talking about is on that level.
Yeah,
okay.
it's on a screen towards. Yeah, it doesn't spoil anything in this movie.
How in the world? Like you met someone.
No,
at
somebody
the
mentioned
theater?
Someone during the Q&A, someone spotted, or no, actually, Favreau said, "Did anybody see this?" And some guy yelled out, "Oh yeah, it was on a screen." He's like, "Oh yeah, you got it." And so now I'm gonna have to, and also the movie we saw last night, there wasn't a PS, there was no scene after the credits rolled, but Favreau very, very much hinted, "Yeah, you might want to go see it again." So
he was funny because he came out during the end credits rolling. And he started talking, and he goes, hey, everybody quit looking up there. There's going to be no scene at the end of the credits. He goes, we're doing the Q&A. So, and he pointed out that when they had a screening before, they didn't have kind of a button scene at the end. But that, who knows? That's basically how he left it.
Yeah, so it's pretty much he confirmed it, that there will be one.
What was the scene in the last movie? I don't remember.
It was the Nick Fury scene.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, showing up and talking about the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that.
There's a lot of Nick Fury in this movie, too. Well,
I would
a
say that.
lot as compared to the first one.
As opposed
to half a second after the
Exactly.
credits.
he's bigger than an Easter egg in this one, essentially.
But no, I don't want to go into it. That could be spoilers, so I won't say anything.
I would say go see it.
So that movie opens May 7th, which is
Next Friday.
Yeah. Right.
That would definitely.
Put down the Halo Reach beta. Go see the movie.
Yeah, go put down a bunch of dudes in armor to go watch a bunch of dudes in armor.
Take a shower first.
Yeah.
Please. Going in public.
Don Cheadle was great.
Yes, yeah.
Did you miss what's his face?
Didn't think about Terrence Howard for a second. Terrence Howard, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Terrence Stamp?
No,
No,
Terrence
that's
Stamp.
totally different.
I totally didn't miss Terrence Stamp, or Dame Judi Dench. Yeah, I think it's Terrence Howard was James Rhodes in the first one, but yeah, I didn't miss him. Gary Shandling was great. Have you seen him in the trailers?
I'm happy Shandling's in that movie. I like him a lot. I was always a big fan of the Gary Shandling show.
Biggest surprise cameo was I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel spoiled now. Maybe
Are
I
you?
can stop talking. Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
So discovering some of those cameos on your own is pretty fun.
Well, that actually, he did actually kind of spoil something there, because that was a funny moment you didn't expect, and that's what made it cool.
Way to go,
Maybe
Jack,
you
Mr.
could-
Anti-spoiler.
I ruined it for everyone.
Maybe you could bleep that name out of the podcast, Gus.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So but it was really very good. Mickey Rourke was good. Everybody was good in it. I wanted to see kind of more of Sam Rockwell. Than the
he was
movie.
great.
But it's a movie can only be so long. So
Yeah, absolutely. Is there do you think there'll be an Iron Man 3?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't they sign? I thought all of them signed on for a third one.
I don't know.
there's still a lot more to do. I mean, there's if you look at the Iron Man storyline, if you just look at Tony Stark, they have yet to do some of the bigger stuff with Tony Stark.
Right.
And they've invented some new stuff for the movie, which kind of fits in thematically with Tony Stark. Favreau talked a lot about taking stuff in the comic that's lame and making it great for the movie.
Yeah, trying to make it cool.
And he talked about some of the way he converts some of that stuff. We can't really mention that because it would spoil for
Sure,
people
absolutely.
who are going to see Iron Man next week. So
Well, it sounds like everyone had a great time.
we did, and then we went to the Highball afterwards, which is the Alamo owns a bar next door, which is like this 50s, early 60s lounge type bar where they have bowling lanes in the bar
And karaoke rooms.
and karaoke rooms. And Favreau DJ'd the entire party, which was pretty cool.
For like 2 hours.
What kind of music did he play?
It was
lot of
awesome.
Did he plug his iPod in and put on his jams playlist?
No, he's up there with the turntables, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the deal was. I didn't know that was a skill that he possessed, but
Wow.
he's up there
That's pretty cool.
spinning records, and he went it was the smoothest transition I've ever heard from Kanye West to AC/DC. So,
He played a lot of Michael Jackson too.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
And it was very well done, very well done. And Jack and I were hanging out for a while in there, and then we grabbed a lane where you have your own kind of private booth and everything to drink from, and Jack and I bowled a few games, and I learned that I'm a better left-handed bowler than I am a right-handed bowler.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I bowled an entire game left-handed and got 20 pins higher than I did with my right
Wow.
hand.
It was pretty awesome.
And I almost beat Jack's highest score with his right hand. He beat me by 2 pins when I was
Yeah.
bowling left-handed, and that was his highest score of the evening.
Wow. What was your high score?
No, let's not go into specifics. Let's just go with trends.
It was set. Actually,
Can we be happy
yeah.
with that?
Yeah, I don't like talking about
whenever
bowling
I-
anyway.
Yeah, I heard you were a pretty good bowler. Bernie said you're pretty good.
don't talk about
It's
it.
Jeff's dirty dark secret is that he was a semi-pro bowler as a teenager.
Nice.
I don't want to talk about it.
Try to go to West Texas A&M or anything like that? Go
No.
to bowling schools?
No.
We used to have a bowling night at the old place we used to work at, and it was just like fun. Like after work at midnight, we'd go out to the bowling lanes, and I remember we invited Jeff right after he started. He showed up, like all of us just went and like rented, a ball and shoes and whatever. Jeff showed up with a ball in a bag and with like the glove that the professional bowlers wear and like the whole get-up. We're like, what the fuck is this?
I don't derive any enjoyment from bowling or talking about bowling.
What was your highest score ever?
243.
That's not that good, is it?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's like 8 strikes or so?
9, I think.
9.
Yeah.
No, I used to,
You sound
You had
so
9
put out.
strikes, you got 243?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem possible.
And it is if you don't get them all together.
Yep.
Those 3 missed strikes can cause a lot of trouble.
Right, because you get 12.
Right.
I was thinking 10. You're on a different level than me altogether.
Whenever I think of you and bowling, Bernie, I always think of the Pizza Bowl up in, where was that?
Snow Squalamy.
Snoqualmie. It's a tiny-ass little pizza place, bowling alley.
Yeah. We went up there for that weird summit that we didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
That was a weird deal. Did we ever talk about that before?
I don't think we have.
So we got invited. I don't even know if we can talk about this, but we got invited to just come out to dinner one night up in Seattle, and it was at some resort just outside of Seattle in Snow Squalamy.
Snoqualmie. I think we were there for the Child's Play charity dinner, and then...
This thing was right after that.
Right.
But it was essentially like a symposium of people meeting. It was like a DirectX symposium where it was just every major developer, literally developer, not the studios, the guys who showed up at this resort to get together to determine what they needed to be in the next DirectX chipset.
What feature sets they wanted on graphics hardware.
why the
in
hell were you
future.
there?
That sounds like a blast.
We just knew somebody who was there, and they invited us to come to dinner, and it was like It was like the Avengers.
Yeah, like we showed up, and it was already towards the end of the evening, and there were a couple of open chairs, and there's still a few people sitting around talking. They're like, "Oh, hey, Bernie, Gus, man, you guys just missed John Carmack. He just took off." Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, it looked like if they were politicians, it would be conspiracy theorists like nightmares. I knew it. I knew this happened.
It's the Illuminati.
It's the Bilderberg group of video games.
I remember at first we missed the person we were trying to meet with, and we showed up. We couldn't find out what was going on, and we had to valet our car. So we valeted our car, walked in, couldn't find the guy, turned around to walk out, and the valet's like, "Oh, leaving so fast?" We're like, "Oh yeah, we were supposed to meet someone, we couldn't find him. We're just gonna go down to that pizza bowl." And do you remember this?
Yeah.
And then so we go down to the pizza bowl, start playing some bowling, and eating pizza. Then the dude who was supposed to meet us at the resort shows up at the pizza bowl. It's like, the valet said you guys were over here. Like, what the fuck? How'd you find us?
It was just a little hole in the wall place. We were in a black light lit bowling alley with fluorescent balls. No, I mean bowling balls. and so all the pins are glowing and all the bowling balls are glowing. It was the weirdest, most surreal place I've ever been in my life.
I think you had a journal on our website, didn't you? That night, chronicling our the progress of our bowling game. Like you were taking pictures with your sidekick.
Yeah. That must have been before the main site, right?
This has got to have been like 5 years ago.
It was longer than that. It was a long ass time ago.
Would that have been on the forum? On the old PHPBB
I
forums?
don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know either. I feel weird just even talking about that thing.
It was really bizarre. And odd bit of trivia, that resort where they were all meeting was where they filmed Twin Peaks. Like the lodge.
Man, really?
Yeah.
God,
it was really weird to walk in there and really creepy. Like the waterfall was back there and everything.
I like that whole story. The only thing that Jeff takes away from it is his dopey fucking TV show. That he's upset he didn't get to go to the set of that show.
I am.
You're a big Twin Peaks fan, right?
I'm a big David Lynch fan.
Yeah, you would be.
Next time we're in Seattle, we can probably carve out a little time.
Dude, I would love that.
go
Thank
out
you.
there.
You can still get there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully Pizza Bowl's still there.
There's a huge waterfall right next to it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You go stand on this little observation deck and watch this enormous waterfall.
That's awesome.
That'd be a cool way to spend a day.
I guess we went bowling one time for Flash and I's birthday party at Main Event.
Yeah.
Didn't you bowl there?
Yes.
I don't remember you going too crazy.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, you weren't super intense about the game or anything.
Well, I didn't have.
Or you may have been, but
I didn't bring any of my gear. I used some
You
shitty
become
rain ball.
so reserved. As soon as we started talking about bowling, you clammed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there something we should know?
Now we know how to
did
get
bowling
Jeff to shut up in the future. Start
Did
talking
bowling
about
kill your father?
What's up here? You're like,
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
did you have a bad bowling experience?
Did the bowling ball touch you, Jeff?
Bowling in general was a bad experience for me from start to finish. I don't know how to describe it. I just don't like it.
Jeff also single-handedly killed that bowling night we used to have at the old place of employment.
I can't hear. It's just something I'm very focused on, and if I bowl and I don't bowl a 300, I get mad at myself. I get really, really, really mad at myself because I know what I need to do to bowl a strike every single frame, and if you can't do that, and bowling is just repetition,
Yeah.
then it's just extremely frustrating. And if it's almost worse to you go from bowling 5 days a week for 5 or 7 years or so to bowling once every 3 years. And I feel like my skills should not atrophy because in my head I'm still as good as I was at that moment,
Yeah.
But then I go and I bowl and I can't do it and I bowl a 180 and I just want to fucking punch myself in the face. It's horrible.
Kind of like trying to score a touchdown in Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah,
That was
kind of like that.
Bar none, the worst Glory Days story I've
There's no glory day, dude.
ever tell in my life.
There was no glory. I didn't like it. I hated it. I fucking hate bowling.
I found my journal entries when we first started the website. First started the social media. So what do we call this thing?
Our community site?
Community site, whatever you want to call
What
it.
do we call
It's December 10th, 2004 is when I put it up. I screwed up and got the wrong time for a dinner meeting. So Gus and I are in some small town in Seattle killing time. Small town in Seattle. We found some tiny little bowling alley in Snow Squalamy called the Pizza Bowl. It serves pizza and has a small bowling alley. Did I mention that we're drinking Bud Light out of bottles shaped like bowling pins? I forgot about that part of it.
Yeah, it was the first time we'd ever seen that.
All the bowling pins shaped beer bottles. This is the greatest place ever. I'm going to live at Pizza Bowl. So that's, I guess we'll link up that. So
That's funny.
that journal entry has 12 comments. It's weird how much our site has grown since then.
Yeah, for sure.
God, and a plus 10 on it. I guess that was back when
It's not gonna have 12 comments for long.
I guess that
Yeah,
right.
better lock
Drunk
it.
tank, drunk
Better
tank.
lock it while you can.
The man, that's one of my biggest pet peeves on the site. is when people go back to our old journal entries and just start making comment. I shouldn't even say that. Now they're going to do that.
Yeah, no,
Why did I say
You're gonna get a
that?
smiley face on 400 fucking journals now.
I can see the final score of our game. You won 99-81.
Why does Gus say one? Like
I don't
Juan?
know.
That comes out every now and then.
Uh.
You say two words strangely. You say one like Juan, and you also say ring.
Ring.
Instead of ring, you say ring.
When do I do that?
You also, I
What are you
think
talking
we've
about?
broken you of it, but you also used to say Chicago really
Yeah,
weird.
I'm very conscious about the way I say that now because
Chicago?
I'm sick of hearing about it.
Chicago.
Where did Ferris Bueller take place, Gus?
Chicago.
It's good.
Actually, it was a fictitious town, wasn't it? Just outside.
Boy, Jack, you almost got him there.
I didn't see that coming.
Way to blindside him.
No, it was
This
Chicago.
close.
Man, I can't believe you only had 12 comments on that journal. That must have been like 2 months after the community site launched. I think we launched it in late October of 04.
Is that right?
I thought we launched it in September.
I thought we launched in September as well.
September was like the beta closed off just for us. I think we officially like sent out invites for forum users. Oh, you might be right. Like at the end of September, like September 30th.
Yeah.
We opened it for the public October 3rd.
I'm gonna maybe kill your memory of this, but I don't think our beta testing period was that robust. I think it was like, does this work? Does that button work? Yeah, just turn it on. Let's go.
And then it promptly crashed
That was fun.
Good times.
for like a week, and then it came back.
It did. It's always funny when you look at. There's one thing that the internet is such a dynamic environment. One thing that the internet resists more than anything else, though, is change. The internet does not like change. And I remember when we went from that PHBBB forum to the community site, people were like, what the fuck is this thing? Get rid of this. This thing is terrible. What do you mean pictures? We're going to make journals? No. You guys have forums. That's what you guys do. And remember that?
Yeah.
And it was just like
People hated it.
people hated it, and now it's like 890,000 subscribers to it, and I couldn't imagine Red versus Blue Rooster Teeth without the community site.
I feel like it's really, helped not only bring us closer in touch with people who watch the shows, but it's also like made like this little cliques of people all around the world. Like, there's the RBBTO crew who like always meet up.
Yep.
There's like the Can West people, and there's people like in Australia and New Zealand, like all over the world.
RVB Minnesota.
RVB Chicago.
RVB Philly.
I even hear that they're trying to organize like a RVB California to go on like in San Diego, like right around the same time as Comic-Con.
You and I went to an RVB South Carolina once. Yep. That was that night we thought the plane was going to crash.
Yeah, there's a comic about that.
Yeah, there was.
Are we ever going to do an RVB like TX or anything?
We do every day right here.
You're at it. It's a fucking exclusive club.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Get cracking on that, Jack. At a live, any kind of live event or convention or something like that. We've talked about it before, but and Austin's a cool place to come to. I mean, it's definitely a fun place to visit. And we should. I mean, talk about it enough on the podcast. Everyone would know where to eat when they come here.
I would
Based
hope
on
so.
Jeff and
list.
Gus.
Count 3D has a list now
Of all the places you've mentioned,
of all the places he wants to go to based on what we've talked about. And like whenever he comes to town, like he crosses stuff off and tries to go to all the places he can.
I hope Gordo's is at the top of the fucking list.
Jesus.
you guys
we
went
went there last week,
Yeah.
based on the podcast, I think.
And what'd you eat?
I had the Flying Pig, which was a giant donut with like 5 strips of bacon on top of it, and then dipped in like maple syrup.
Oh,
I had the Mother Clucker, which was a giant donut covered in fried chicken strips and with honey butter.
and I had the PB&J, which is a donut with peanut butter icing, jelly, and then peanut butter chips, like chocolate chips with peanut butter. Oh, so good.
It was simultaneously the best and worst thing I'd ever eaten in my entire life as I was eating it.
Those people are going to hell that make that.
They are, and it's going to be delicious.
It's fucked up. Like, we got there, and, I was ordering, and I thought, is one donut going to be enough for me? Should I order 2 donuts?
Fuck, I couldn't finish mine.
Yeah, this seems like this isn't going to work. It's like, okay, I'll just order 1 donut, and then if I want another one, order another one. I almost finished that 1 donut. I came close.
The funniest thing about that place is that there's 3 facilities right there, like in kind of like a horseshoe. There's a coffee shop, Gordo's, and then in the back was a farm-to-fresh healthy food place that was not open.
That was closed down.
I cannot imagine that they get great business sitting next to the Gordo's.
It's like a a couple of trailers, essentially, and there's like a lot. It seems like there's a couple of areas like that around Austin. Like there's the South First Trailer Park.
And
there's
then
that little trailer
SoCo
thing.
has one now, yeah.
We do this thing now when we're working late during crunch time. The easiest thing for us to get in the middle of downtown at night, unfortunately, is Domino's Pizza. and they have these. They're called lava cakes, chocolate lava
Oh,
cakes.
yeah, I know the lava cake.
And it's always this kind of theatrics that we go through when we order the pizza. We need the pizza because it's 2 a.m. We have to get something. And it's always like people feel the obligation to say, oh, hey, they have those cakes too. Do you know, if anybody else want a cake, you know? And nobody orders it, yet somehow they always get ordered. Like, they're not for anybody. They just show up. And then Brandon eats it and goes into a coma in the corner.
A couple years ago, I saw this guy. You know, I spend a lot of time working at the Colo, and it's just a bunch of, servers with no interface, just like all command line, all text-based things. And I saw this guy wrote a Unix shell script you can run at command line that interfaces with Domino's web pizza ordering system. So you can run this command at command line and specify like all the little flags you want, and it'll order pizza from Domino's for you at your Colo.
Really?
Yeah, like you do /p or -p if you want pepperoni, and then like specify the size and everything. You have to write like a config file with your address and your phone number. It's really, really weird.
Or you should just pick up the phone.
Have you ever used it?
No, I've never used it.
Oh, hey, this reminds me, while we're on the subject of Austin eateries, there's a new trailer over by Kebabalicious and Cilantro that has like a bunch of surfboards and stuff on it, and I think they sell burgers or something. We should go run over for lunch and grab it and bring food back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
What's it called, do you know?
I don't remember. It was a cool name, though. It looked like a good place.
I'll put it in the link dump since we're
right.
going to go today.
What are you looking
I'm
at?
just looking at you. Just looking at you.
Just like
All right, we were just talking about the food section of the podcast.
Should we talk about the credit card?
if you want to.
Should we talk about that?
They don't take credit card at those places.
How was my email received after I sent that?
Well, I don't know why you waited so
I
long
didn't
to
get
send
that
it.
email.
No, I didn't send it. I didn't send you. Do you don't have a credit card? A company credit card?
How do you know?
Do you?
You should love those trailers because they don't take credit card there.
I love those trailers because they don't take credit card.
Cash money.
Somehow, lunch expenditures reached a fever pitch on our credit card statement.
It's everyone talking about food in the podcast and listening.
I had to send out an email to everybody going, part of compensation is not a free lunch every single day.
I'm pretty sure it's 100% Joel's fault.
We're not going to name names. We're not going to name names of people who you just named, but some people had up to 75% of their overall purchases were food purchases.
Well, someone has to keep bikinis in business, and I don't see you doing it, Bernie.
There's only 22 working days in a month. And if between the three of you guys, there's 60 purchases for food in a month. I find that questionable. Something's going on. Like, I think there's some kind of, like, carbohydrate Ponzi scheme. I don't know what it is. So, it's paper sacks for the next few months, I think. Hey, hand me my coffee, will you?
Sure
I love eating paper sacks.
And
Speaking of coffee, are we getting a coffee machine at the new office?
We are getting a coffee machine at this office. That was
this office.
part of my promise.
Fucking score. See, that's my way. That's my way to remind you. Hey, let's go buy a coffee machine.
I got ousted as mayor of bikinis, by the way.
Are you
on Foursquare?
Are you still doing Foursquare?
No. That was the final thing. I deleted it from my phone.
Once you got ousted as the mayor, you just couldn't take it anymore?
I got ousted from, like, Peter Pan Mini Golf and, like, not Stubbs, Green Mesquite, and I was like, all right. And then bikini was the final straw.
And so you deleted Foursquare?
Yep.
That was a fad that died very quickly for me.
Dude, I mentioned that in a Twitter post. Those guys were offered $100 million to buy Foursquare, and they turned it down.
Really? Who offered that?
I don't know. And they turned it down, and that fad is almost dead. And
I don't know.
I don't think they're going to get.
I don't know. I hear a lot about Foursquare and Gowalla and how many users they have and all that stuff.
When the Jersey Shorecast signed up on Foursquare, and that was like a big deal MTV was promoting, it's like, yep, this is about to die.
That
or
doesn't
blow
sound
up.
like it's about to die.
Not die at all.
That sounds like it's about to explode.
I just read an article about how big of a deal Foursquare was on the front page of CNN.com like last week. If anything, it's probably bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Twitter recently did some kind of update where they have better Foursquare integration now.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
No, not that cool.
No?
Not that cool. I have one person I follow that they literally check in at their home every time they show up at home. And on the weekends, they check in. And that's going to make me stop following that person.
So you know when to rob them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, no kidding.
Foursquare, you never check in when you leave.
Weren't you trying to become mayor of your neighbor's house, Bernie?
Oh, yeah, some guy near me, but then, I think I was the first person to leave Foursquare.
I think you
were
were,
also
yeah.
the first person to install it, weren't you?
I was, because I'd heard about it. I forget where somebody I follow. Like I think it's one of the College Humor people that I follow on Twitter. They were talking about it a lot, and then I signed up for it, and it seemed cool at first, but it's just it wears off quickly because you really see the end of it, or I guess the lack of an end of it, very quickly. Where it's like, oh, this is it? Okay, well, I'm out of here. Although I have to say, it's the only app and the only social media thing that I've ever seen where it made me get in contact with someone in person because it said so and so is here. You know this person, they're here, and I contacted them. Somebody we used to work with.
Actually, that's Gus. I met up with you at the Chicago airport.
Yes, the Chicago airport. Yeah, Joel and I were flying back from Canada from a trip, and
I was flying back from Canada.
Flying back from a different part of Canada. And we both landed at the same time and checked in on Foursquare, and we were like, "Oh, hey, are you here?"
Yeah, that was the night of
watch the UT game.
Yeah, that was the Big 12 championship game. Was that night?
Speaking of Canada, you're going to Canada this weekend, right?
I'm going on Saturday. Yeah, going up to Vancouver to go check out more Skate 3.
Cool.
So hopefully I'll have some good stuff from that, and I think I might be bringing back a copy for us. We'll see.
That'd be awesome.
When does that game come out?
May 17th, I think. We have the board right there.
That's April.
All right.
Well, we're currently in April. It makes sense.
Yeah.
God, I hate you guys.
All right, Skate 3 coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I met that dude at PAX East, the guy who's one of the main developers for it. He's a really cool dude.
Cuz?
Is that his name? Cuz?
Yeah.
Just a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Yeah,
you know?
He's kind of a really relaxed dude.
Cuz Perry.
Is he a skater?
Yeah.
Yeah, really personable. I hate to say it, but a lot of developers aren't really the most personable people in the world. That's just, I guess, the nature of the business industry. Am I putting my foot in my mouth by saying
No,
that?
not at all.
This guy was just super laid back, very cool guy. And, I don't know, I got nothing to say there. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah,
BFF.
yeah, he's in the Skate 3 thing I did for PAX East.
Oh,
but,
cool.
Yeah, Cuz Perry is his name, and he's been in all 3 skate games, all 3 skate games. He's in this one. So.
I think we just like people that it seems like we'd meet in Austin. Like we always like that Scott Campbell dude.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
You know, somebody said we should make a "Math is the worst" T-shirt. Oh man, math's the worst.
That's the worst.
I don't know if you could ever say it with that.
That's like
make a T-shirt with that kind of inflection on it, though.
You just got to meet that guy.
Oh man,
50 plus 20 plus 5 is man. Dude,
what's going on?
there's smoke coming out of his ears.
He's a calculator, but I gotta tell you, I made a technology purchase that's really just embarrassing the shit out of me. It's really sad.
Uh-oh.
So I went and bought this watch, this Casio watch. I like digital watches. I like the idea that I think I'm going to fall out of a plane one day.
Let's see. I've never seen it.
It's right here. See? This big-ass watch.
It looks nice.
It's got an altimeter on it. It's got a compass on it. Good things to have just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you fall out of a plane, you're wearing,
You can calculate how fast you're falling
You know
and
when
how
to
long
pull
you
a
have to
chute.
live.
You know what I mean? If you wake up and it's lost, and I'll know what direction's what. You know?
There you go.
There you go. And it's very cool, except for one thing. It's solar powered, which also seemed very cool because I'll never have to get batteries for this watch or anything for the rest of my life. Here's what this watch has taught me: I don't go in the sun because I don't spend enough time in light to power my watch. It tells me all the time it's on low battery, and then the time disappears, and I have to push a button to see the time because it's in this low power mode. So I literally put my watch under a lamp at night to give it enough light to.
Yeah, you
work.
should
Does
get
that
a
work?
watch that's like
Yes.
LCD powered.
It's so sad. That's so sad, right?
That's pretty sad.
Man,
it's not good.
That's rough. So I guess, what do you do outside? You essentially walk to and from your truck from the parking garage to the building?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the extent of it?
I've even
and then,
started
and then
parking-
walking back to the truck, it might already be dark by then.
It might be, yeah, and it might be dark when I go out. At that time, and then when I on the weekends, you guys were talking about gardening and stuff last time.
Gardening's a fucking bomb.
And
I've discovered mulching, by the way.
I do yard work. I don't do gardening. I don't call it gardening. But that's about the only time the watch is like it's like
Happy.
a fish being put in clean water. It's like so happy and bright and sunshiny. But that's been kind of a wake up call for me. Is that this watch? It's almost like a death alarm on me. You know? It's like help me.
Man, I had to set out some dishes with beer last night to try to fucking deal with the snail problem we have.
You know what else helps with that? Coffee grounds.
I heard that that's kind of an urban legend.
Wait,
Really?
what?
It's supposed to help.
Yeah.
Dishes with beer?
Yeah, apparently you can put like a dish out and fill it with beer and like bury it so that it's like right at ground level.
Doesn't
and
that attract hobos?
it attracts snails and they fall in and drown.
Yeah, and the hobos eat the snails. That's how you get rid of it. Hobos love escargot.
Fancy hobos.
We have a very classy hobo scene in Austin.
I would just say that. Like, I put out the dishes of beer, and I woke up and I had no snails, but Jeff was sleeping in my phone.
But I checked on them this morning before I came to work. 0 snails.
Really? So the beer dishes work?
No, there were 0 snails in the dishes.
Oh!
There were snails all around the dish.
We got
So I
a
ended up
serious
eating my
fucking snail
plants.
problem this year, man. It's ridiculous. You got snails at your house?
What's that?
You got snails at your house?
No, I got a bean bear chag.
Oh, right.
No, I have no snails at my house.
I
Nothing
have
like
no
that.
beef with snails. I hate, I wanted to let them be, but they just multiplying like crazy.
Yeah, they'll fuck your stuff up, dude.
Yeah, they're eating everything.
I got a dog that digs holes in my yard that I'm about to kill. If that dog digs one more hole in my yard, I think I'm gonna lose it.
Is it your dog?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Okay.
It's my dog.
So your dog's gonna dig his own grave?
Charlie.
essentially?
So
She-
have you doubled up on the number of dogs Jeff has ever owned yet?
You gotta be getting close.
No, I don't think so, because he went through a good run there for a while, and I've had this dog a long time.
I think Jeff's topped out at 6.
I had
or
three.
7.
I had 3 dogs. I've had 3 dogs.
I've had 6.
Yeah.
You've had more than 3.
I had 4. I forgot about the bulldog.
Yeah, because you had the bulldog, you had Zazu.
The dog that ate a couch.
The dog that I had a pointer that ate a couch, ate an entire couch while I was at work one day. It tore an entire couch to pieces. I found parts of that couch for years after I got rid of that dog.
You had to move out of that house. It was destroyed by the couch.
I find like pieces of couch in a pocket of like a jacket like years later. Like, what is this? It's like, oh, that's the couch that Zazu ripped apart. And then I had Georgie, the bulldog, which was just too rough with our kids, and we found somebody who really loved bulldogs that took her. And then we had Muddy,
Yep.
who when we moved, I kind of lived in the country for a while when we first started Reverse Blue, and then I moved into Austin. And that dog was the greatest dog ever, but as soon as we got it around other kids, that was kind of a nightmare because it would bark and snap at other kids. That's the last thing you want when you're in a neighborhood like what we live in, with a bunch of small kids around. And that got to be a real problem. Like, we were trying to figure out what to do with old Muddy. And then now we have Charlie, who is a great dog. She's just so strange. And she's huge. I like big dogs.
Yeah, this is the giant dog, right?
That's the size of a couch and just literally just doesn't move all day.
Hopefully Zazu doesn't get around Charlie.
Yeah, no. But you remember, if you guys ever seen Chevy Chase Funny Farm?
Yeah.
That yellow dog that like lays its tail in the fire, and that's that dog.
Okay.
That dog does not move for anything. I love it.
That's awesome.
Except when it digs. I don't know when it digs, but it digs. So
What's it looking for, you think?
I don't know.
Gold.
It's probably trying to dig up saints, like demonic wards
So
that somebody buried there when they fixed the sprinkler.
still no devil trouble at your house?
No, I'm still doing okay so far.
For now.
For now, we'll see. My house usually has its haunted periods in the fall, like in October, November,
like Halloween
December.
time?
I guess, yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, sure.
So did anybody buy... Wait, you did, right? You bought Avatar on Blu-ray, right, Bernie?
I bought Avatar on Blu-ray, and it came with a DVD as well.
That's great. I read that it's... I guess... No, I mean, I like it when they do that, because you can get the best of both worlds. But
I felt like he was making fun of me for a second.
No. I read that Avatar is the highest selling Blu-ray ever.
By far.
You think that'll be like the Matrix of Blu-rays? Like, as Matrix was to DVDs?
I think it is. It sold 1.5 million copies on the first day.
I'm curious to see if it's the Matrix for 3D TVs when the 3D version comes out next year.
It could be. I mean,
I don't
lot
know.
of stuff could bank on Avatar for a long time, I think.
Yeah, I read an article talking about how the success of Avatar on Blu-ray may not bode well for 3D because people may just be interested in the Blu-ray version and then not want to rebuy it and aren't interested in the 3D upgrade at home.
If I were James Cameron, I would try to keep this rolling and just make all kinds of wacky shit. Just so, like, I would be like Avatar cereal, the fastest selling cereal of all time. You know?
Yeah.
Make like the Avatar Pontiac.
No, I read a stat that it was like
Avatars.
It took Avatar 4 days to outsell Dark Knight, which was the previous high-selling best Blu-ray.
Yeah, it sold 600,000.
So it sold more copies in total than Dark Knight has sold?
Yeah.
In 4 days.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
And that was the old one. That took like 16 months to get to that point.
I really don't want to make Blu-rays of Red versus Blue. I was kind of hoping everything would move over to digital, and we wouldn't have to go through and make, additional.
Really? Even after you've seen what we've done with like the Draft House and stuff and how
No,
Blu-ray looks?
the resolution's great, but we can
we just
deliver
digital delivery.
Yeah.
And so now it's something that we're,
I don't think we should do it.
I don't think we should do it either.
Really?
No,
Well, I also
Think of all those CD trees we'd be saving in the Amazon rainforest. Come on.
Do people really want...
I don't like
really want
physical media. I don't.
I don't think our audience does. I really don't.
Maybe we... I don't know.
We have
There's
the
got to be some kind of way... No, but whenever we ask people what they would prefer, what they would buy, they end up answering it and they're not buying anything. So
Yeah.
That's very true.
No point in asking.
But you got to have something to sell at cons, right?
What's that?
You have to have something to sell at cons.
You can sell
right?
like download codes.
Yeah, here you go. Don't lose it.
Reminds me of those guys that we meet at all the conventions. They sell that animation software, and they went to the convention in Amsterdam and forgot all of their software. So they were trying to sell people stuff they didn't have.
They had the box. There was just nothing in the box, right? So they sold boxes.
They sold boxes and told people to give them their email address, and they would send them the disc later when they got back to America.
Jesus.
That's the kind of fuck up that can happen in a place like Amsterdam, I think.
Those guys last year at Comic-Con, I ran into them. One of those same guys who lost everything in Amsterdam, I ran into him at Comic-Con, and he said that he looked terrible. He looked like he was super hungover at Comic-Con. I asked him, what happened? He goes, I got really drunk last night, and I left our cash register in the back of a taxi, along with my backpack with a bunch of software and our credit card processing terminal, too. Fuck. I was like, how are you still employed?
Did he get it back?
No, he never got it back.
Wow. Wow, that is crazy. That's everything.
That's everything.
Like, what did he pick up?
They still had one cash register. I guess the other guy working there had, and some of the money, but he lost most of it.
Also, the boss's baby left it.
Well, it seems like that's enough things in one cab where you have to make multiple trips to load the cab, and then you just say, fuck it, and get out of the cab with nothing. Like, nothing at all.
That story makes me want to get drunk.
And that guy always has a cooler in his booth with lots of beer.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like, yeah, we moved offices, but we forgot to bring our stuff. So the desks are still at the old place. Fuck it, we'll just buy new desks. We didn't think about that. So what are you guys looking forward to? Are you guys really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption?
That's the one on my radar. Red Dead and Alan Wake, probably.
So when does Red Dead come out? We keep asking this question. We're never prepared to answer that.
End of May? I don't know. The calendar doesn't turn, apparently.
Do you want me to get up and watch? Hold on a second, Jack. Let me help you out.
Also, look when Alan Wake comes out, because that was going to be my next question.
What is Alan Wake? Is that just kind of like a thriller video game?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Right?
I saw the demo at X10, and I still can't give you an accurate description of what exactly it is.
I'm going to give you my description based on just little things I've picked up. And I know it's wrong. Alan Wake is a school teacher, and there's something to do with scary ghosts that only appear in headlights of cars.
I think he's actually a writer.
Yeah, he's
a novelist.
Okay.
May 11th.
I was correct.
May 11th is Skate 3.
Okay.
Going back to that one. And then May 18th is Red Dead and Alan Wake and Prince of Persia.
Oh, Jesus
on the same
Christ.
day.
I think Alan Wake's really the only one I'm looking
And I think
to.
Split Second comes out on that day. Or Blur, one of those games.
So 4 AAA titles in a single
I think
day?
it's more than that. Hold on, let me consult the calendar.
I remember in my journal, we were talking about the community site earlier, we were doing a funny game in one of my journals where you take something, like, Gus, what is the most popular thing that people watch and talk about, but you have never seen a single iteration of a TV show or one of the movies?
I don't know, like Desperate Housewives or Grey's Anatomy or something like
Have
that.
you ever seen a single Desperate Housewives?
No.
So tell us what Desperate Housewives is about, because
It's 4 horny women who live on a cul-de-sac and who backstab each other and try to sleep with everyone they can.
Right? Okay.
Right.
I haven't seen either, so I don't know. Sounds pretty close. Like, I was doing 24. Like, you try to describe... The game was try to describe something in excruciating detail that you've never seen before, but you've just picked up from, like, people talking about it or all that stuff. And mine was 24.
Like Burn Notice?
Like Burn Notice would be a good
Great
example.
show.
And it was funny to see people's, like, especially when you're extremely familiar with something, and seeing someone else describe it. I had my wife do Halo. Like, try to describe the story of Halo. And it was horrible. Really horrible.
It reminds me of an old thing you wrote back in the Drunk Gamers days where you wrote about the Soldier of Fortune demo.
Yes.
But you interviewed your wife and asked her what she thought about the game.
Well, I said I was too lazy to write the thing, so my wife was in the room when I was playing the game, so I just thought I'll get my wife's impression of the game from a side spectator view. And it was pretty funny.
My favorite line in that, I think, was, what do you think GG means? She's like, everyone always saying that. I don't know. Is it like, take that, G?
She's like, is it a gangster thing?
A gangster thing.
Like, take that, G? And I said, no, it's a good game. And then she said, so you guys yell and scream at each other and shoot each other, and then at the end everybody says, good game? I go, yeah. She goes, that's so cute. I said, no, it's not cute at all. How many times have you written in a game, or said in a post-game lobby, said, good game, everybody, when you are seething mad, you're like, yeah, good game.
I never say that. I never have said good game, I don't think.
I say it all the time. The angriest move I do in any video game is in post-game lobby of Halo or, Halo 3. It's like, good game, B button. Immediately like, good game, everybody. So you're not recorded as the guy going, you motherfuckers.
You don't end up the next YouTube sensation.
No, I've been in parties with you when you were the party leader and you said that. It'd be like we were playing like Team Battle or something. Then he was like, all right, good game. Then he back at it. It's like, those fucking assholes. Just immediately destroy him.
It's like you just immediately. The post-game lobby used to be a lot more fun before people started recording stuff. Because it would be like, you come into the post-game lobby and like, you could hear people starting the shit talk when it's fading in. Like, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, Champy, why don't you camp that fucking sniper rifle a little more, you fucking bitch? I like that. Did you see that part of Reach is that you can, there's a social component now to matchmaking where you can specify, I'm a chatty player, so I want to get matched up with other chatty players.
Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or I don't want people to talk. I don't want my team to talk. I don't want to have, so that's a component of matchmaking now.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I believe that is in the Carnage Carnival Vidoc.
Can you
Very cool.
Can you specify like I'm not going to be wearing a mic? I only want to be playing with people that don't wear mics.
I hope so.
Yeah, because I never put my headset
So
on.
what happens? What happens when you like specify you don't want talkers and there's like one guy blabbering the whole time? Can you flag him?
Probably.
I just mute him. They always have that ability. They've added to Halo 3 the ability.
Yeah, you
to
just
mute
make
people.
him. You've always been able to flag him. Do you not prefer this player?
But I mean, like if he keeps if he's spamming the non-talking like groups and then is just talking the whole time.
I don't know.
Okay.
If
I know it's a cool idea though.
Hopefully, I
You're
don't know.
so fucking negative, Jack.
Halo, I think, has like the best shit talking, in the game and post lobby.
It's really good.
There's some really funny, witty people out there. I mean, it's pretty blue stuff, but it's surprising how funny people can be.
This isn't Halo, but I was playing a game of Modern Warfare 2, and at the end of the game, there was like a little kid in the their version of the post game lobby, and he was screaming like, "You stole my drop! You stole my drop! That was my drop! I called it, and you stole it!" And I heard like this real deep voice go, "Bitch, wait for your balls to drop." And I lost it. I just started laughing.
They always talk about, for some reason on Halo, they always talk about frat boys that play it. It seems like everybody that I run into on a post-game lobby sounds like a dude sitting in the middle of rural Nebraska playing the game. Those are the guys that I always hear the most on it. It's just like, and they're some of the funniest guys on the planet.
Oh yeah. That's like if you ever play Gra 2, you will not play with somebody who doesn't have a southern accent.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's really weird. It's like a lot of French dudes and people with southern accents.
Yeah. That's the other thing, too, is that you don't really run into it a lot, but there are games as they start to go further and further into the life cycle where you just start running into people that your entire team speaks Spanish, your entire team speaks French. Yeah. And, when a game's at the height of its popularity and there's tons of matches being made, you don't really run into that a lot, but you kind of...
If the game falls into, like, its niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, during the Friends and Family beta of Halo 3, I bumped into like a French squad. And it was really, really strange. It was like, all right, have fun, guys. I'm going to be driving around the Mongoose.
They got the game hot off the presses.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
What you guys talking about is was it Halo 2? Or was it both? Was it Halo 2 and Halo 3?
Was it Halo 3 as well? I know it was Halo 2.
I don't know, man, but somebody walked off the manufacturing line 3 weeks early with a copy of Halo 2 for sure. Mm-hmm. Maybe Halo 3. I don't think they publicized the Halo 3 one very much. God, what do you get out of that? You know what I mean? Out of doing that and then puts it online and, people, I guess, download it.
You get to maybe go to jail.
Their hack boxes.
Speaking of going to jail, Gizmodo.
Oh, yeah? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I just saw the initial story. I haven't seen anything since.
What do you think about that?
They pulled all of Jason Chin's computers from his house, right?
Yeah.
That's nuts. While he wasn't home.
And the warrant said that they were suspected in being used in the process of committing a felony.
Yeah, that's
pretty serious verbiage.
Felony does not mean jail time, though.
It doesn't. You're right.
But then the lawyer was saying that, Gizmodo's lawyer was saying that he's a journalist, and journalists have, you can't take a computer.
I'm glad you brought this up.
But then it's also been said that bloggers are not journalists, or it's been a precedent has been set or something. I don't know.
Bloggers are considered journalists in California, but here's my beef with that argument.
Okay.
Gizmodo, throughout the front half of this story and this problem, Gizmodo said, "Oh, we're not bound by journalism school ethics. We're not journalists. We have only one duty, and that's to serve the readers." And then as soon as they get in trouble, they're like, "Oh, we're journalists. We're journalists. We get the same constitutional protection."
Yeah,
but it's bullshit. Journalists are somewhat protected, but if they still use the equipment in the commission of a crime, it's still liable. It's still subject to search warrants.
Yeah,
I think what they're saying is the police should have issued a subpoena, and then Gawker should have then gone through the process with them of determining what was and what was not journalist equipment.
Yeah. Still pretty intense. Like if I came home and my door was kicked in and all my computers were being taken away, I'd be kind of shocked.
If I'd stolen an iPhone 4G and made a video and posted it on the internet, I'd expect
that is also very true.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree with Jack on this because it is bad, and I was clearly last week talked about Gizmodo and made my thoughts known on that, but getting your door kicked in and your stuff rifled through and your computer seized, that is a different level. You know what I mean? Or the guy could potentially go to jail. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a phone. You know what I mean? It is just a thing that people make and buy. You know what I mean?
It is still but it is still stolen property that's had millions of dollars of R&D poured into it.
And lots of people's jobs.
Right.
And they completely fucked that guy over by putting his personal details online.
But they still blurred out Jason Chen's personal details.
That is so hypocritical that they did that.
Yeah. I mean, I have no sympathy for this. Good. I hope they burn his stuff and he never gets it back.
I hear you. I mean, I'm in the camp of, yeah, let's see Gizmodo go out of business and nobody ever goes to their site again for being jackasses. But people going to jail, I mean, I think there's bigger things, I mean, people going to jail, seriously.
Millions of dollars.
So
millions of dollars.
No, I know.
Well,
it's a
more
$1 billion
than that,
industry.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a $1 billion industry.
Who would go to jail? Would it be the person who gave the $5,000 to purchase it?
Dude, that guy's the story in this. Where's that guy?
Yeah, no kidding.
They're still trying to figure all that stuff out, like who the charges would be leveled against.
Yeah,
what charges specifically.
So, I mean,
Dateline, Mexico.
I think I agree with Bernie though. It's enough to ruin that career and that website. There are more important people. Our jails are overcrowded as it is.
Yeah.
Let's save jails for actual violent criminals.
let's save jails for people that won marijuana cigarette.
Well, not even just our jails, but our police officers that investigate things are, I'm sure there's more important cases. It's pretty clear cut. And they've got 4 guys at Jason Chen's house.
Yeah. It's like, do we do the meth lab or the nerd?
Well, these were also like the nerd police. It was like the React task force. These weren't the people who go like on drug raids.
How do you do that?
Crimes task force.
How do you make a legal task force and give it a dumb acronym like that? Like you said, React team. It's the Rapid something enforcement
and control team or something like that. I don't know.
And somebody had to sit down and come up with that. That's just, we don't need that. We just don't need that.
I agree with you that police resources might be better allocated for something more serious. But in this case, these aren't the guys who are going to be out there kicking down murderers' doors.
Sure,
it's like us with badges.
I like the sound of that.
And no
this sounds like a short right there.
I would like to see real justice in America. I'd like to see a judge who just goes, okay, Steve Jobs, 1 free punch. Anywhere you want to hit the guy, 1 free punch. And honestly, I'd want him see him hit Brian Lamb and not this Jason. I don't even know who Jason Chen is.
He was the guy in the video.
Yeah, I want to see Brian Lamb take the punch.
It's like the episode of The Simpsons in Australia where they have the boot.
Yeah.
Because Steve Jobs would make like some kind of cybernetic power arm.
Give him an eye punch.
Let me bring him out on stage like during the next. By the way, speaking of which, what is that developers conference called? WWDC or
Worldwide Developers Conference.
Worldwide Developers Conference. I have a tiny hairline crack in my glass on my iPhone, and it's making its way up across the rest of the phone. So I'm like, I'm waiting this out now.
Can you call like those car windshield repair places to come in and put the epoxy on it?
You can. That's one of the complaints about the new... We're actually talking about Gizmodo information now. The new iPhone is apparently they can't replace the glass. And you can actually call people now to replace the glass in the screen.
Is that serious?
Yeah. It's an actual business that people have online. I see it advertised in the newspaper.
Doesn't void your warranty or anything?
I'm pretty sure it does, but I mean, I think if people have a $600 cracked iPhone and they're going to these people, it's because AT&T said, "Oh no, that's not normal wear and tear."
So
you use that thing for phone calls. Who does that?
You have
Twitter.
A cracked 3GS. Didn't you also break your 3G before this?
I did. I dropped it and shattered it. I cut the shit out of my hand too. I think I had a lawsuit. You don't think these things have like lead in them or anything like that, right?
Only a little.
A little palladium.
It's full of mercury.
Full of mercury. But so then I cracked this one too. I think I cracked this one by sitting on it. That's another.
You keep it in your back pocket?
I keep it in some pockets. I keep my back pocket sometimes.
Okay.
I usually keep it in my jacket pocket, but we're out of jacket weather. The 2 months we're able to wear a jacket in Austin have now passed, and we're into scorching hot April.
You should keep it in the breast pocket right there in your shirt. I bet it would look sporting.
That'd be
a little
cool.
pocket protector.
That'd be cool. But so I'm gonna wait it out and try to buy one of the new phones. I saw the new version on the website, and it looked great.
How interesting do you think the next Apple conference is going to be, or the next, when they release the 4G or whatever, or the 4th gen.
Well, shit, they got to come up with something else to release along with it now.
I mean, what are they going to say? I mean, how are they going to preface that? It's got to be interesting.
They'll bring Jason Chen out on stage and publicly execute him.
He's like King Kong. He's chained up. Just roll him out.
How ironic would this whole thing be if Jason Chen gets sentenced, goes to prison, and somebody jailbreaks him? That'd be the best end of the story of all time.
Oh, man.
Gus, I see you looking at a floppy disk. I think I know what you got going on over there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Did you hear about this? That I guess Sony is going to stop making 3.5-inch diskettes?
Yep.
That's sad.
They are the largest manufacturer of them, and then by, I guess, March 2011, they're phasing them out.
And apparently they still sell... who was quoted in the article that I read was verbatim. And they talk about selling hundreds of thousands of units a month in the U.S. still, and millions a month in Europe. And
really?
People don't know where they're going,
yeah,
or what the people are using
Like,
it
the
for.
article I'm reading here has Japanese sales figures, and they said that diskette sales peaked in 2002. They sold 47 million discs that year. And in fiscal 2009, they sold 12 million diskettes.
That's
12 million in Japan?
Yeah.
in Japan.
What the fuck?
Still a big business. And they're turning them off.
What? Who? What?
Do you know, I also read a thing that said Sony's best-selling peripheral is the USB floppy drive, the 3.5-inch drive.
Really?
Yep.
It's crazy.
And they talked about something which I'm always fascinated by, which is, why is it called a floppy disk? And that's a holdover from the 5 1/4
Yeah, of
floppies.
course.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where people who didn't use 5 1/4 floppies don't know that. So you wonder, why is something called what it's called? Like, we talk about Madden. The football game is called Madden. And when John Madden's dead for 10 years someday, people are going to be like, why the fuck is this game called Madden?
Yeah.
And what were we talking about last night? There was something else like that, where it had a name and nobody knew why it was called what it's called. That was on the preview. That was on the other side of bowling. And then the Madden thing came up. But it's like an issue where something can take on a meaning that people don't realize.
It's almost like your iPhone. It does so many things. Like, I never think of my iPhone as like something that makes or receives calls. Mm-hmm. It's like I do so many other things with it. It's like, oh yeah, I guess I got this phone thing too.
Yeah. Like, that's another term. Like, why do we call it hanging up a phone?
Or,
you know?
Yeah. Or also, why is it called a phone? Is that a holdover from like phonograph or something like that?
Telephone?
Yeah.
Yeah, like phonograph. It just means sound, right?
Right.
It means it transmits sound.
Seems weird to me.
That seems weird, but at least it still does that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I mean, Madden is not going to have any relation to Madden's not going to have any relation to football in 20 or 30 years, so they're still going to call that franchise Madden 2030 instead of why not just call it NFL 2030.
I wonder how much Madden gets every year from that game.
And I think we've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it. I know many times before, but he's got to make a mint off that.
He does, right?
But I wonder. Like, it's funny you're bringing this up because last night I was wondering. I wonder how much in his lifetime Tom Clancy has made off of licensing his name to video games. Because he's been doing it since 1996.
Yeah.
And Ubisoft outright bought the use of his name for video games in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they own the Tom Clancy name.
I wonder if
as it relates to video games.
if at some point he'll make more money off of video games than books.
I wonder if he already did.
Yeah,
It might be there. Yeah. They put out like 3 Tom Clancy games a year on the Xbox.
Well, the interesting thing about video games is that video games are a very high dollar industry, but a very relatively low volume, low unit industry.
Right.
So a lot of times royalties are based on units sold, and a good video game will sell 10 million units, right? But if 10 million people went to go see a movie, that would be $100 million movie. Yeah. Not that big a deal.
Yeah, but there's probably also 30 Tom Clancy games or more.
No, I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but also I don't think many of the Tom Clancy games sell in the 9 million unit category. That's Halo and GTA, and I'm not sure GTA sold 9 million units. Maybe it did across all platforms.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean that's a high altitude for games. But I'm don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's making a ton of money.
Yeah.
But the real money, I think, in royalties is when you do something small and it's just freaking everywhere. Like songs, songs that end up in movies and play over and over again, and songs have a huge life for royalties and everything else.
Or if you write a book about a school for wizards.
Yeah, yeah, and it gets turned into a video game, dope ass Lego video game. That'd be cool. But one of the things we talked about too before was like, what do you think the sweet spot in history would be to make a movie? Like, let's take The Godfather as an example. Godfather came out when movies weren't even released wide. They released in cities and then slowly spread across the country. So it had a big theatrical release, but then it also got to go on VHS. It also got to go on cable. It also got to go on DVD. It also got to go on Blu-ray now. Yeah, eventually it will. You know, it gets to go through every single format.
And all digital formats as well.
Yeah.
I would say that sweet spot would be the day that Scarface came out.
Yeah. Well, Scarface is like had the crazy amount of merchandising stuff as well. Like, I don't think there's a lot of Godfather T-shirts.
No, there's not. But if you go to the fucking grocery store by our house, you can buy a Scarface rug, you know, or fucking Scarface poster still. Now, what's the deal with that? What's the deal with the resurgence?
Didn't we?
I think someone bought the brand, right?
I think that's Gus is right. I think we read that someone totally unrelated to the Scarface production just bought the rights to this kind of, you know, cult mid-'80s hit and turned it into this massive gangster merchandising.
It was like 5 years ago, right? 5 to 10 years ago. He just bought it and started pumping out merch.
Yeah,
we've heard crazy stories like that. Like, let's bring something that you're familiar with, booze.
Okay.
We heard the story about the guy who bought the rights to Grey Goose vodka.
I love it. I love the story.
And Grey Goose vodka was a lower brand nothing vodka.
This is in the 70s.
In the 70s.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell the story? Because you actually know it. I'm just doing it from hearsay.
Yeah, I can. I read it in American Way magazine. I think Gus and I both read it on a plane somewhere.
Yeah.
The story was about how ridiculously rich this guy is and how he's so rich that he just travels the world kind of like on a permanent vacation, and he brings a personal caddy with him wherever he goes in case he wants to play golf. Like, he's not necessarily going to play golf when he goes to Copenhagen, but if he decides to, he needs to have his caddy there with him. So this guy gets paid to just travel around the world with this dude, just in case he feels like, you know, having a match. And but yeah, that guy bought the rights to Grey Goose in the 70s and couldn't figure out how to market it, was trying to get it. I don't know where he was from Germany, right, I think?
Yeah, he was from Germany.
And he was trying to figure out international distribution and trying to figure out a way to grow the brand, and he was failing like in every step of the way and was running out of money. And he had this idea, what if I just double the cost of the vodka? And he took
Double the price.
Double the price. Yeah, so he went from, it was like a $20 bottle, and he said, I'll just charge $40 for it. Instant success.
Yeah, he doubled the price and then started selling it in, like I said, late 70s, early 80s. He started selling it at, like, what was that club in New York, 54?
Yeah,
Is that the name of it?
54.
Yeah,
like,
Studio 54.
going to, like, super high-end places and selling it and just, like, placing it as being expensive at these fancy clubs.
Didn't change the formula.
No.
Nope,
Nothing.
nothing.
Just double the price.
I think he also started painting Made in France on the crates that it came in to try to make it seem fancier.
Yeah, and
That's
it worked.
it.
That's it. Now the dude has his own personal caddy who tours the world.
It was failing at the lower price, doubled the price, made it more exclusive. Instantly, it's a success.
Which is why tomorrow I'm going to raise the price of all of our T-shirts to $72.
Don't think it'll work the same way.
No?
Be just like Ed Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Put product of France on it. See if that works.
I saw some awesome Ed Hardy car seat covers at Target the other day.
Well, did you tell me you saw somebody driving around with that Ed Hardy steering wheel cover?
Yeah. I saw her at the gas station by her house, and she got out of her car, left it on, and put gas in the car, and then just got back in and took off.
Like,
And she was a manager at the Jack in the Box. She had her Jack in the Box uniform on.
I just like,
And it was like Ed Hardy. It was like the steering wheel cover was like covered in koi, I think.
how do you get to that level of marketing and merchandising where you're like, what else can we put the Ed Hardy brand on? Steering wheel covers. Everybody needs a steering wheel cover, right?
Everyone with the steering wheel does.
Good Lord.
I'm reading the follow-up to this Grey Goose story. I just looked it up. Grey Goose was sold in the largest ever single brand sale for $2 billion in cash to Bacardi. So it's a single brand. It's the most money a single brand has ever garnered in a cash sale, in a sale period. And to get cash in a sale like that is amazing. This sale made Frank, the guy's last name who did this, an estimated profit on $2 billion. He made an estimated profit of $1.6 billion. It's like literally saying there's nothing there. It's like they paid $2 billion for $400 million worth of stuff.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, man, that's great. That's great.
They paid $2 billion for a name then. So it's like the ultimate markup.
He died.
Oh,
He died.
When did he die?
He died in 2006 at the age of 86.
We must have read that article in 2005 or 2000.
Yeah, it must have been right before he died, because the person was interviewing him on a golf course. I remember that. And
Yeah.
his caddy was
like,
there,
it was
and
the
that's why they
only
talked about
way
that.
that he would meet with the guy was if he met with him on the golf course.
Right.
I love this. This is true. Before his death on January 10th, 2006, at the age of 86, his final projects included a premium tequila named Corazon, which we know that one.
Which, yeah,
I know
absolutely.
that, yep.
And Crunk, energy drink, a joint venture with hip-hop entrepreneur Lil Jon. So this 86-year-old dude is getting together with Lil Jon. God, it's so brilliant.
That's fucking
He was
awesome.
a mover and a shaker. He was making money.
That's
Man.
a smart fucking dude right there.
He doubled the price and then ends up selling the brand for $2 billion.
When did he
Do you
sell
think
it?
they gave him a giant check?
I guess
You win. It's like Publishers Clearinghouse showed
Those
up at
big
his
like
fucking house.
Halliburton metal suitcases. You know, that's how I know Halliburton, by the way, is because they're the metal suitcases you always see in movies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's the same Halliburton though. Like
Probably a division of it.
yeah, maybe so. The metal suitcase division.
If I were that dude and I were that rich, I would hire like an aging celebrity just to be my friend. Like I would hire Ed McMahon to follow me around.
Really?
Well,
What?
he's dead now. I don't know. Just be like, oh, this is Ed. He works for me.
What would you do if you had that much money, Gus? What would you do?
I wouldn't tell you fuckers.
I know. I tell you what he wouldn't do is help people.
Yeah,
none
no.
of that, right?
No. I'd hide it. I don't think I'd do a damn thing different.
Gus would blow up the moon or something.
I'd wait till I was drunk and the moon made me angry. And then fucking boom! Bye-bye, moon.
So there were guns and just shoot at it all night long. You know, I heard a really funny story where somebody they put out this story that apparently Richard Branson's new high orbit planes. Mm-hmm. They put out a press release saying when their planes come out, they're not going to be affected by stuff like volcanic ash because they're going to fly up above all that stuff.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Okay, then it's official. Richard Branson is now a Bond villain." Because there's a volcano that goes off and his are the only planes that can fly. That's the plot of a Bond movie right there. He's got to be, right?
If only the Bond franchise wasn't in trouble.
Richard Branson would make an awesome Bond villain.
Yeah, he would. Or just Bill Hader playing Richard Branson.
Bill Hader does a good job.
He does a
playing
really
Richard
good
Branson.
Yeah.
He does. There was something he did the other day on Saturday Night Live where he what do you think? He skydove from a space station to his work or something like that?
I didn't
forget.
see that.
It was celebrity, or what's the show they have where the CEO goes and hides
Undercover boss.
Undercover boss. But yeah, he showed up on a hang
Oh,
Well,
glider,
it was celebrity
yeah.
undercover boss.
a rocket hang glider or something like that. That's awesome.
You see Bill Hader crack up this weekend on Weekend Update,
Yeah, I saw that.
playing Stefan, and he lost it. It was pretty good.
He couldn't keep it together.
You know, we actually have something kind of close to Richard Branson here in America, but he's not quite as popular.
Oh, you talking about what's his face
Mark
from Dallas?
Cuban?
Mark Cuban.
No. I was actually thinking about Richard Garriott,
Oh,
who's a video game developer guy who made a bunch of money, and he just took his money and went into space.
Yeah.
And spent 7 days on the International Space Station. That's pretty fucking cool. We were talking to a guy last night who did a documentary on him that's coming out. What's that thing called?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, let's find
it's a
out.
weird name for a documentary.
I'm not sure the Richard Garriott story. But this guy's, that guy's crazy. Like, he was going to be the first guy to fly privately into space with the Russians. And he couldn't be first because the dot-com crash happened. He was a tech guy and lost a bunch of money. It was going to cost $30 million. So in his own words, he said, I lost most of my fortune, so then I had to make back $30 million before I go again. So he just did that. So he just made back another $30 million.
Man, fuck him.
And then totally cashes out and uses the money to go up into space.
It looks like it's called Richard Garriott, Man on a Mission.
Man on a Mission.
Yeah, Man on a Mission.
And it was I saw him at IMAX, and this dude is – I've always been a Richard Garriott fan because I played the Ultima games growing up, and he's the guy who made Ultima. And, man, it was just so cool to hear him talk about this stuff. Like, he talked about the differences between the Russian space program and the American space program, and it's completely different. Like, he said that this Soyuz rocket that they used, that's the one where it's just a big fucking column rocket, and they have a capsule on top.
It's like a bullet.
Yeah, it's a bullet, essentially. It's like, that's how they deliver people. The shuttle, American shuttle, is used to deliver payloads, essentially. It's like the pickup truck of the space program. And the Soyuz rockets delivers people, and we just trade off all the time. Like,
Yeah, we're always having to help the Russians move.
yeah, go figure. Hey, you guys have a truck, right? You want to help me this Saturday? I need to put a Hubble up into space. But so he went up in a Soyuz rocket because there's no private American space travel yet. But he talked about that if they schedule one of those rockets to go up, that it will go up. If they schedule it 6 years from now, it will go up on the second they say it's supposed to go up. Nothing stops those launches. And the shuttle, it's like they scrub a launch if, a cloud frowns,
Right.
at them or something like that.
And they scrub landings even more often.
Yeah, because they don't want to come. Yeah, well, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, the one this week had to be delayed like 3 times.
Did it really?
Well, they glide in, right? Like they don't. They have no power coming in.
Glide in a Mach 80. I mean, that's a pretty fast glide in coming out of orbit. But He also talked about the space program too. How it's Russia has every single first in the space race, every single one, except for landing on the moon first. That's it. Like if you look at everything, it's like Russia, 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 U.S., Russia, Russia, Russia.
And they did something really cool. I remember you telling me in that they have at their space station headquarters.
Yep.
They have like statues of all of I guess like the cosmonauts.
Yep.
That had those firsts.
Yep.
And they even made a statue for us.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong's right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you walk down.
They give him recognition.
Yeah.
I hear that there's tons of Yuri Gagarin statues at that same place, like all over. Like he's like the big hero, the big one.
Yeah,
sure.
He was the guy who first went in orbit.
Yes.
Yeah, and
They have a statue for Lycia or whatever the name of that dog was.
I don't know. I don't think they make statues for dogs, do they?
We have monkey statues, right?
They have a Sputnik statue. Where do you think Sputnik is right now? It's got to be in a museum somewhere,
it's a
right?
museum.
Yeah.
That's some rich dude hasn't bought Sputnik.
Maybe. Yeah. Where would it be?
Was Sputnik?
It didn't like burn up on reentry or anything.
Oh, maybe it did. That would make sense. I don't think they retrieved Sputnik.
Yeah, I don't think that would have survived unless they wanted to retrieve it to see what would happen.
What did it do? What did Sputnik do?
It just went into space.
It
Right?
was just an object that went up, went in space. That's it.
Yeah.
Gus is looking it up.
You looking it up?
This
Yeah.
is important.
There is a lot of text. Launch and mission.
Well, that's good marketing on the part of the Americans. Like, I mean, if you think about, I definitely consider America to be the space nation.
Like we led the space race.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
like we're the
of course.
guys. If you want to go to space, you come talk to us. You knock on our door. Maybe we'll give you a ride if you want to go. But it's not the case. There was a whole other nation really plowing away at it, but not so much anymore, right? You get the feeling?
Yeah, not at all.
I read a Wired article about Richard Gere when he was going up, and dude, it looked like 1960s America in a dorm, and he's pushing buttons. They're like those plastic buttons that are lit up, and they're doing I guess mission control kind of still looks like that for the U.S. too, but it's just kind of scary to think about how little technology is involved in getting these guys into space.
I read an article a while back that said that if we wanted to land on the moon again, and we started that process today, it would take like 15 to 20 years to get back there.
Really?
Which
Why?
is crazy. Yeah, why? Why would it take so long?
Safety standards?
Plus it's also people forget, like the technology's lost. It goes back to what we talked about. Well, I don't know if we talked about this in the podcast, but a few months ago I read this story about how the U.S. was looking to, perform maintenance on some of its nuclear missiles. These like MIRV warheads, these missiles that launch and then they launch like a bunch of smaller nuclear missiles. But they couldn't figure out how to perform the maintenance because everyone who had designed the missiles had either died or retired, and because of security clearances, they weren't allowed to ever document anything. So they had to go back and then figure out how this stuff worked again, and it took them years to figure out how it worked, even though we'd already done it. So it might be a similar thing.
That's crazy. Can you imagine working on an undocumented nuclear bomb?
Yeah, several undocumented nuclear bombs that are all in one giant bomb.
That was the plot of Space Cowboys. If anyone ever saw that movie.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was like the whole idea was there was a satellite in space that these guys put up forever ago, and no one knew how to operate it, so they had to get the old guys back up into space to fix it.
Oh, well, I
pretty
knew
cool.
that was the story.
Yeah, this guy, it's kind of a funny movie.
It seemed like a movie that I would want to watch. It's got Clint Eastwood and Tommy Lee Jones in it. And who else is in it? Is there Robert Duvall in it?
That sounds right, and also the Donald Sutherland's in it. And yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I think I would watch Robert Duvall in anything.
I agree with that.
And Robert Downey Jr. is approaching that for me, where it's just like he's an absolute joy to watch on screen.
Never had a bad performance.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Him as Iron Man, just in the trailer when he's clapping for himself at that press conference or that expo,
Yeah.
It's just like nobody else could pull that off the way he's doing that.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that too. Whenever I go in a movie theater, my wife reads all those, gossip magazines like Us Magazine and stuff, and that stuff's on my counter all the time. But the moment I go into a movie theater, 2 minutes in, I don't see Tom Cruise. I don't see anybody. It's just I'm in the movie.
I totally agree with that. I think Tom Cruise is one of the weirdest, most bizarrely unlikable people in the world. But the second you put him in a Mission Impossible movie, I don't give a fuck.
I'm there.
Yeah, totally, Mission Impossible 3.
Dude, don't get me started on that movie.
Awesome.
I love that film.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is gone.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's the movie theater or do you think it's the actual actor?
I think it's the actor.
You really do?
Yeah, I do.
Man.
Yeah, it's got to be the actor. I think, if they're not very good at it, they don't sell it, and you don't see the character, you just see the person.
Yeah.
Because you think that would be a huge deal, like, if you get known for a scandal, that it's going to ruin that suspension of disbelief, that people will no longer be able to see you as a character. They're just going to see you as the weirdo who got caught in the middle of the night with a hooker, or something like that. That's not Tom Cruise. That's
Right.
That's making a generic story.
That's
About Hugh
That's
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant and Eddie Murphy.
Allegedly.
You're just giving someone a ride home. We already covered that.
Yes, that's it. That's it. It could happen to anybody. Could happen to somebody this last weekend. We don't know.
By the way, have you guys seen the trailer to that new Tom Cruise movie? I don't know what it's called.
The Killers?
Is that what it's called? The Killers?
Oh, is it the Cameron Diaz one?
Yeah.
Diaz, yeah.
Yeah, I have seen it.
Looks kind of awesome.
Looks interesting.
It's Tom Cruise, man.
Tom Cruise in a comedy, though.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, he did. He had his little role
Tropic
in
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
People really like that, too.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
People like fat guys dancing. That's all he was in that movie.
He's
I guess
funny.
That's true. I thought he was funny.
His name is Les, too. It's a great name. Les. Right?
All right, we should probably wrap this up so we can go get some food.
Check out the surfboard burgers or whatever.
Yeah, we'll post the link up, whatever it was.
All right, cool.
All right, thanks for listening.
Bye.